Welcome to Barotrauma, a game that gives you trauma with a side of fentanyl-flavored meatballs. Space Station 13, Barotrauma, is a Lovecraftian horror implanted directly into your Neuralink. The side-scrolling submarine game is the first of its kind and really makes you feel like an underwater welder. Sometimes I will try to move the ship forward, only to then realize that my ship is surrounded by 10 man-eating mud raptors. I'm going to die. The game takes place in Ohio, hundreds of years into the future. The surface of the planet is currently uninhabitable because civilians never took the bus. The only safe place is 2,000 meters underwater, where a thick layer of ice protects cities from dangerous levels of cringe. Underwater society has lost all contact with the rest of Earth, mainly to avoid the femboys and the Japanese. There are 4 factions at play in Barotrauma's crumbling cityscape: the United Nations, neo-Nazis, zombie fetishists, and sexy f***ing clowns. Currently, we, the protagonists, must fix the wrongdoings of society and restore normalcy by destroying the ever-living fuck out of the Lovecraftian horrors. The only problem, we are broke, and all of my crew just died in a mysterious nuclear reactor explosion. It looks like it's time to leave the outpost and torture wildlife to quench my sadism. Oh shit, it's one of the cultists.
Hello, sir. Do you have a second to talk about our lady ship and savior Watame? Did you know that Watame is the star of several hit singles such as Dreamy Sheep, Everlasting Soul, Mayday Mayday, Holidays, Melody for You, Cloudy Sheep, Sweet Night, Sweet Time, and I My Chocolate, as well as collab songs such as Reaper vs. Sheep featuring Mori Calliope and Kaseki Non, alongside fellow Gen 4 mates such as Kanata, Coco, Toa, and Karuna.
I am so sorry about that. In the beginning of the Barotrauma campaign, your character is wearing those fake insulated gloves from Space Station 13, and you'll receive about as much shock trauma as Ted Bundy. But no worries. You can heal your wounds through copious amounts of morphine. And once you've surely developed your opiate addiction, make sure to inject naloxone. Otherwise, the title of this anime will no longer be called Reincarnated in a Fantasy World. Instead, it'll be called I Was Reincarnated as a Homeless Drug Addict. My best friend died because of an opiate overdose. Is it wrong to try and drug cat girls in the dungeon? And if I don't successfully inject this right now, I'm going to die in a lot of different ways. And don't worry, I have experimented with every single drug in this game. I think it's time to rename my channel to the Jeruin Experience. If you decide to inject yourself with Paralysant and you don't have the cure, you will literally be paralyzed permanently. This means your submarine will eventually run out of power and the oxygen generator in your ship will stop working. Then your character will slowly suffocate to death. If my video game characters became sentient, they would most certainly kill me. As mentioned previously, to power your submarine, you require uranium fuel rods. This time, I will not blow up the To set up the nuclear reactor, turn off automatic control, adjust the fission rate and the turbine till it's in the green area. Then flip back on automatic control, and now we should be good. After we're done doing a little trolling, it's time to dive into Shamu's tank. Hopefully, I don't end up like a SeaWorld trainer.
I see you, enemy! I see you, enemy! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane!
There's so many crawlers in this game that it makes Australia look like Joe Biden's backyard. Now that we're finally out of Tutorial Island, I can explain what the fuck is going on. In the campaign mode of Barotrauma, you're supposed to work together with fellow crewmates, each with different jobs and specializations to progress the game as quickly as possible. However, I fired all of my crew because there are no girls with good personalities. The gameplay loop is simple. Undock from the outpost, proceed to descend deeper into Willy Wonka's Sussy Baka fish tank. Then, get ganked in bot lane by a variety of elvish horrors without your support. Proceed to observe the entirety of your submarine's hull get devoured like the toenails of XQC, and crash into the sea floor. Then, take a gander outside of your ship on the periscope, only to find you are surrounded by the very same crawlers who ambushed you earlier. Isn't life wonderful? If you manage to fend off those crawlers, congratulations. Now you have to weld the entire ship back together and repair the vital components on the walls. Good work, Captain. Your ship is basically brand new. You've revived it like Overwatch 2. Now all you have to do is repeat that process over and over until the next outpost or you die. Let me tell you about Watame Calyx. I'm going to do that through an experience I had in the campaign. I started my mission normally, assuming nothing too sus was going to happen. It was a simple task. Terminate a crawler swarm and activate a dormant beacon station at the bottom of the sea. First, I had to eliminate the swarm, deal with some mud raptors, and dismantle a horde of hammerheads. I then arrived at the beacon station. Once there, my plasma cuttered a hole in the side of the station. I swam down to check on some noises I heard from below. Upon investigating, 3 infected crawlers leaped in my direction. I then panicked and shot my load early, stunning myself and a crawler in the altercation. After being stunned, one of the crawlers who was still alive leaped yet again at me and bit me. At the time, I did not realize this started a ticking time bomb. I was infected. If I did not cure this husk infection in time, I would turn into another Watame sim. In an attempt to avoid this, I furiously swam back to my ship. I searched the medical cabinet for a cure, only to find broad-spectrum antibiotics, which, if not injected with a high enough dose, doesn't actually fucking cure the infection. But it would buy me enough time to reach the next outpost, which there I could receive medical treatment. The only problem, I was still an entire stop away from the next outpost, and I was running out of antibiotics, so I was fucking zooming. I was zooming so fast it was like the guy who killed Paul Walker. If I didn't make it there in time, I would turn into a fucking zombie. Luckily, I made it to the outpost before turning, if you don't include the 10 other runs that I failed. This game is fucking awesome. Alright, let's head to the next biome. I just hope we don't run into any more crazy people. You are not infected. Not infected? Oh, wouldn't that be a good thing? No. Huh? You are not infected with the Riz. Is that some sort of disease? It means you are that of an ant, while I am that of a sentient warlord. He who has no Riz has no game. Hey, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. Bro, you've got negative Riz. Come back when you've got more Riz, homie. What the fuck was that? For some reason, women don't call me the Riz God. They call the police. Sorry, it's 3:15. I just checked my schedule, and it says it's time to chase women. Hey guys, welcome to the Top G Zone. Now that we're here, you are going to have to pay the $49.99 subscription fee. This is not a pyramid scheme. In fact, it's more like birth rank for virgins. In this new biome, there is loads of women. They might be a little combative, but that's nothing a little concoction of romance can't handle. All we need to do is inject the target with an extremely volatile medication. Now that we've drugged seduced this bandit, we just need to handcuff her for safety reasons. And now we can treat the patient every hour or so with the antidote. Oh, what the fuck is that? Damn, that shit looks like Margaret Thatcher's pussy. Oh, my fucking head. Well, I guess we're sinking. I suppose I should conclude my thoughts on Barotrauma before my lungs explode. Barotrauma is the ultimate hardcore ragdoll SeaWorld trainer experience. Every time I opened this game, it was like Pandora's box was filled with nothing but prostate sex toys, which I learned to appreciate and love deeply. I highly recommend this cock and ball torture. Plus, the game's full release is soon, and it's on sale only while it's in early access. Thanks for watching.